שיר שיר חדש שירו שיר 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 חדש שירו שיר 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 חדש לאדוני שירו שיר הללו שיר הללו שיר הללויה שירו שיר הללו שיר הללויה שירו שיר 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 חדש שירו שיר 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 חדש שירו שיר 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 חדש לאדוני שירו שיר הללו שיר הללו שיר הללויה שירו שיר הללו שיר הללו הללויה
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Temple Beth Israel, our in-person Erev Shabbat for our families. It's so good to have those of you who are with us here in the sanctuary and those of you who are with us online. We're going to start with a little bim and a little bam. If you want to get used to using our Sidurim, this is on the bottom of page 3. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam, bim, 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 bam. We're going to go to the middle of, the top of page 4. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Let's try that together. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Just Shabbat Shalom now. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Bottom of the page. Hine matov, page 4. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachan. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachan. Take it down now. Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachan. Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachan. Take it up. Hine matov. Hine ma tovu manayim shevirachim gam yachan. Hine ma tovu manayim shevirachim gam yachan. Gam yachan. Well, once again, Shabbat Shalom if you are just joining us here in the sanctuary or out there in the Cyber Shul. I'm Cantor Paul Bush, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm doing double duty this evening as Rabbi Kupitz is not with us. But we're going to have a good time together, and I have a nice story to tell you. But first, we're going to begin our service with the lighting of our Shabbat candles. So for those of you here in the sanctuary, if you will turn please to page 6, and I'm going to make my way over to the candles, which are a little bit to my left here. And I'm going to invite you all to please rise as we kindle our Shabbat lights. And we're going to close our eyes as the lights are kindled. And we're going to make 3 big circles, one for ourselves, one for our friends and family, and one for all the people in the world. And let's sing together the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kineshanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And you may be seated. Thank you very much. Let's just read together on page 7. Shabbat is flickering candles, sweet twisted challah, juice that makes my nose tickle, giggling with my friends, a smile from the rabbi and the cantor, sprinkled cookies at the oneg. Shabbat is sleeping in late, singing prayers to God, playing with tzitzit strings, dancing behind the Torah, bagels with cream cheese. Shabbat is lazy afternoon, ball games on the field, snuggling with the people I love, and remembering the miracles of creation. So we're going to turn to page 8, and we are going to welcome the Shabbat as if it were a beautiful bride with the words of Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabla, Shabbat Godi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabla, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, umevorah. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, umevorah. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nekabla, nekabla. So we're going to jump ahead a few pages to page 18 in our Sidurs. It is our call to prayer, the Baruch Hu, and I'm going to invite you all to rise and sing with me. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed. Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed. And let's remain standing as we turn forward to page 29, 28, and 29 for Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You may be seated. So, at every service, all throughout the year, we remember something that in Hebrew is called Litziat Mitzrayim, the going out from Egypt, because that was the real beginning of the Jewish people as a distinct group, a group that believed that there was only one God in heaven and earth that tied us all together, and we remember that with something called Micha Mocha. Who is like you, Adonai? This is the song that our ancestors sang at the shores of the sea as they crossed through the sea onto dry land and a beautiful future. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh norat tehilot osei feled. Same thing again. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh norat tehilot osei feled. Malchutcha ra'u v'anecha bokeyam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Eli anu ve'amru Adonai Imloch le'olam va'en. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh norat tehilot osei felem. Norat tehilot osei felem. Norat tehilot osei felem. So we're going to turn ahead in our books to pages, starting on page 38, we have the prayer that invites us to just kind of close our eyes and speak the words of our heart to God on this Shabbat. The words say, Adonai, open my mouth so that I can pray to you with all my heart. And as we do that, we're going to sing our, after we do that, we'll sing our Avot song, our song about our ancestors, and then we'll take out the Torah and tell a story. But if you are able to rise, please do so. We're on page 38. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my mouth so that I can pray to you with all my heart. Top of 40. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah. Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. So if we remain standing, and I'm going to invite Josh, if you can, to come in, since I'm sort of not as mobile. Open the ark, and do you feel comfortable walking around with the Torah? Oh, Lord, no. Yes, you do. Eitz Chaim Ki L'Machazikim Ba B'Tomcheha Me'ushar. Eitz Chaim Ki L'Machazikim Ba B'Tomcheha Me'ushar. Everybody, shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. All of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. All who embrace it are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. Put the crown up on the, great job. so much. And you may be seated. So this is a story that comes from the land of Chelm. Now, there are fools everywhere. We all know that, but try and imagine an entire town full of them. That would be the town of Chelm. One day, the Council of Sages met in Chelm. They had to bring boxes full of provisions of salamis and prunes and radishes and gefilte fish, for who knew how long it would take them to discuss the weighty problems of the day. The first issue on the agenda was the problem of identification in the bathhouse. Since everybody knows that it's your clothes that identify you, what happens when you take them off to bathe yourself? How will you still know who you are? How will you know you are Shmuel the tailor or Beryl the baker? That was such a difficult question that it was tabled for the next council meeting. The next issue, with so many problems creeping up that needed solutions every day, Yankel the scholar suggested electing a chief sage that everyone would listen to. How much easier would this make everything in Chelm? The next thing he knew, Yankel was elected to the position. He was jubilant. He was thrilled. He strutted around Chelm, proud of his new title, but he wasn't strutting for long because no one paid any attention to him at all. Yankel knew it was because he looked like any other citizen of Chelm, no different. So it was decided at the next meeting that the council would buy Yankel a new pair of shoes, a golden pair, and then everyone would treat him as the chief sage of Chelm should be treated with respect. But as luck could have it, it rained all night. And on the very first day that Yankel went into the streets of Chelm wearing golden shoes, he ended up walking up to his ankles in mud, and in no time at all, the golden shoes were covered up. No one knew he was the chief sage, and no one paid him any attention. Yankel went back to the council to complain. No one listens to me, the chief sage. I'm going to resign if something isn't done. Don't worry, says Basia the chicken plucker. We'll think of something, and they did. They had Shmuel the shoemaker make Yankel a fine pair of leather shoes to wear over the golden ones so that the golden ones wouldn't get muddy. Yankel was very pleased with his new leather shoes, but then he put them over his golden shoes, and he walked in the streets of Chelm. Still not one person noticed him. He was just treated like any other ordinary citizen. So back to the city council Yankel went. These shoes are very nice. The leather ones are very nice. And he nodded toward Shmuel the shoemaker, but I get no more respect than I did before. What good is it being the chief sage? I'm going to quit. No, we need a chief sage. Chelm must have a chief sage, said Beryl the baker. Let's put our heads together and come up with a solution. So the council members all put their head together, and as usual, it worked. I know what the problem is, said Shlemiel the water carrier. The leather shoes are very nice, he nodded toward Shmuel the shoemaker, but no one can see the golden shoes under them. There's a simple solution to this. Tell us, everyone encouraged Shlemiel. So simple. We asked Shlemiel to make the chief sage another pair. This time he should make the shoes with holes in them so that every citizen of Chelm can see the golden shoes that are underneath. Sounds like a good idea. Brilliant, cried all the other Chelmites. So Shmuel the shoemaker made Yankel another leather pair to protect the golden shoes. This pair, though, had holes in it so that every citizen could see the gold shining through and recognize the chief sage. Unfortunately, as Yankel went through the town, still no one paid the least bit of attention to him, and when he looked down at his shoes, he saw that the mud had crept in through the holes in the leather shoes. No gold shoe shone through at all. It was just mud all over. Back to the council, Yankel went. I have had enough of muddy shoes and enough of no respect. No, the council members cried out. This is Chelm, and in Chelm we are all wise. We can come up with another solution. So once again, what do? They put their heads together. Straw! Yente the gossip suddenly cried out. If we stuff the holes in the leather shoes with straw, the golden shoes will not get muddy. Ah, genius of an idea, cried another council member. So they stuffed straw in all the holes of the uncle's leather shoes, and once again he walked about the streets. But this did not work either. Still, no one could see the golden shoes through the holes in the leather ones. The straw covered them up. There is no solution to this problem, said Yankel to the council. I give up. You can elect someone else to be your chief sage. Nonsense. There's always a solution in Chelm, said Yente. And indeed there was. Though only a Chelmite could have thought of it, for at the last minute when all was lost and Chelm was about to go without a chief sage to solve their most pressing problems, Schmelke spoke up. Who says Yankel has to wear golden shoes on his feet? He can wear them on his hands. That way they won't get muddy. Everyone will see them, and everyone will know that he is the chief sage. And to this day, if you go to Chelm, you'll see a man who walks the streets with one golden shoe on his right hand and another golden shoe on his left hand, and this is the wisest man in all of Chelm, the chief sage himself. And now, everybody notices him. A story about the town of Chelm. So we are going to now take a moment to have our family blessing. So I see that all of those here in the sanctuary with us are everybody sitting with their families. There we go. Aurora joins hers. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you with good and keep you safe. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunaka. May God be with you and be kind to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom shalom. May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. Amen. Just a couple of announcements before we close. Thank you, first of all, for being here, and thanks to Claudia Gonzalez for handling our streaming so that those of you who are not here present with us can still be present with us. Next Friday night, we have our special Shabbat Together service at 7 o'clock. It'll be a little under an hour, and our families are invited back for Shabbat Together next week. We'll also be online at a special time, 7 o'clock. There will be no 6:30 and 7:30 like tonight, but just one service at 7 o'clock. And we hope you will join us for this. Check your TBI emails and all of the other ways you can learn about TBI, whether it's a Kehila or tbipomona.org or our Facebook page, facebook.com TBI Pomona, which many of you who are watching us now are looking at as I speak. So we're going to close with, let's see, any requests? What we should close with? Do Shabbat Ba, Shabbat Feeling. I see some nods for Shabbat Ba. So let's do that. Shabbat Ba, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Ba, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Ba, Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. With Shabbat candles burning bright. Shabbat candles burning bright. Shabbat candles are burning bright. Let us know it's Friday night. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. For Shabbat Challah, it's good to eat. Yum, yum. Shabbat Challah, so good to eat. Shabbat Challah, it's good to eat. It's a special Shabbat treat. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. For Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day's my favorite day. Shabbat day, my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. Well, Shabbat Shalom, all my friends. Those of you who are with us here in the sanctuary will meet and do Kiddush and Motzi. And for those of you in Cyber Shul, we wish you all a Shabbat Shalom and Lehitraot. We will see you soon. Thanks so much for joining us.